just asked me out and you like her?
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most heated Love Island arguments.
How do you feel about what Michael just said?
A little bit confusing, because he could have said it to my face.
For me to sit here and listen to all of this, I'm like, where do I go from here?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the times when the Islanders just couldn't contain their rage and let it all bubble over in the villa. Got a favourite Love Island confrontation? Drop us a comment below and let us know. Number 10, Lily's can of worms.
I'll be sticking with Liam.
Islanders Liam Reardon and Millie Courts seemed perfectly suited for each other and had won the hearts of many fans watching from home. But all that rapidly went south when Liam and the other boys left the villa to enter Casa Amor. Liam wasted no time in cracking on with new girl Lily, kissing her and sharing a bed with her.
Liam.
But his hopes of getting away with two-timing were dashed when Lily entered the main villa and spilled all of the tea for all the residents to see.
I feel like the actions were pretty equal, sharing the bed together, kissing outside the challenges.
It's fair to say the smug smile was wiped off his face pretty quickly. You just can't get away with anything on this show.
Why would you kiss another girl if you like someone that much?
Because if I was in a relationship...
If I kiss another boy, then I know that I had doubts with you. So then I wouldn't come back here.
Number 9, the Toasty. A lot of Love Island arguments are pretty understandable. Romance is, after all, a very passionate thing. But getting heated over a toasty? Well, that's a new one on us.
Because I just prepared a nice meal and you're just ruining it.
Are you serious?
Series 2 Islander Terry goes full-on Joey Tribbiani mode when his partner Malin asks to share some of his late-night snack.
There are so many more problems that we could have with each other rather than me cutting up a piece of f***ing toast.
Somehow, this perfectly reasonable request sets him off on an X-rated rant that sees him stomping around the villa and complaining to the camera in the beach hut about it.
I can't even sit with you because you're driving me mad.
Okay.
Malin is naturally taken aback and calls off by talking to the girls, while Terry vents to the lads.
Oh, my highlight of the night, right, is my midnight feast. And yesterday I prepared a nice meal. But you know, look, if you made a nice meal, yeah, she done it yesterday as well. She just come over with a load of crisps and just dropped them all. I was like, babe.
If you want petty and pointless, it's hard to look past this moment. Number 8, Johnny versus Theo. Tensions between the two boys had been rising, but it all came to a head when Theo stole Johnny's partner, Kyla, at recoupling.
Kyla.
Theo had been making moves on Kyla for a day or so, but it's fair to say his choice to couple up with her before Johnny could was always going to ruffle some feathers. And ruffle it did. Johnny didn't hold back, calling Theo a word that we can't repeat here. But trust us, it's rude and funny in equal measure.
I wasn't given a lot of choice because of a certain gigantic bellend.
Mate, what are you calling a bellend?
We suspect you'd be thinking the same if you were in Johnny's shoes. As far as recouplings go, this is one of the most explosive you'll see.
Can't continue, all right?
Yeah, go on then, mate. Chop, chop.
What a moment. Number 7, accidental wine spillage.
Did you do that on purpose?
Nothing says nice to meet you quite like spilling a glass of wine all over your shoes. But that's exactly what Katie does to new girl Malia on her first day in the villa. Katie claims it's accidental, but come on. We know your game, Katie. Malia gave as good as she got, though. In fact, the row escalated to such a degree that Malia ended up being forcibly removed from the set, making her the first contestant to depart in such a way. It might not have seemed like it for her at the time, but her one-day stay in the villa was absolutely worth it.
What do you mean, do not hit a girl? Do not hit a girl!
Oi!
Do not hit a girl!
Well, for the viewers at least. Number 6, Hugo calls out Toby. Earlier in the series, Toby had pushed away Chloe in order to pursue new girl Abigail.
Abby.
Hugo, a good friend of Chloe, did not take kindly to this and decided to use his recoupling speech to throw Toby under the bus.
If I'm completely honest, she doesn't deserve to be treated how she has been this past 24 hours.
Not again.
He called Toby's behaviour BS in front of everyone and went on to say that she deserves someone who is honest with her. But it went down like a lead balloon.
You deserve someone who's honest and communicates with you.
While Toby clearly didn't react well, viewers questioned why Hugo didn't react in a similar way when Toby moved on from Kaz. Hugo had a fair point, but this was not the best way to deal with it.
Would I do that to him? Don't.
Number 5. Maura puts Tom in his place. Fiery Maura made a name for herself with her no-nonsense persona, and it's moments like this that earned her that reputation. Things between her and Tom were looking promising, and when they were selected to spend a night in the hideaway, spirits were high.
What did you say?
Just then. Be interested to see if you're on mouth or not.
But Tom's cockiness got the better of him when he opened his big mouth to say, "It will be interesting to see if she's all mouth." Maura kicked off big time.
Go f yourself.
Sparks flew as Tom admitted he had no leg to stand on.
I repeated what they asked me. I said it'd be interesting to see if she's all mouth.
Yeah, you said it, Tom!
And after just a few sentences of debate, their blossoming romance was over quicker than it had begun. Way to go, Tom.
I don't want to speak to you. Piss off.
Number 4, Anna kicks off at Jordan.
So Curtis is now not speaking to me, but I don't care. I'm not losing you as a friend. He's cracking on my indie. Huh?
As a general rule of thumb, if you ask someone to be your girlfriend and they say yes, it's not acceptable to start chatting someone else up. But inexplicably, that's exactly what Jordan did just 2 days after making it official with Anna.
Is this actually for real?
What?
You like her?
I'm having a conversation with her.
Naturally, his interest in India did not wash well with Anna or the other islanders. Anna ripped into him ferociously, with the backing of best friend Amber, while Jordan denied the whole thing.
Are you actually that f***ing idiot? Are you actually that guy? You ask a girl out to be what you do?
Because of course he would. It's unbelievable that Jordan thought this was acceptable, and the furious argument that broke out was entirely justified.
You ask a girl out and 2 days later, you ask a girl to be your girlfriend, and then 2 days later you're hitting on her.
Do not get on the wrong side of Anna, folks. Number 3, Katie loses it.
Why don't girls understand that behaviour pushes men away?
If you thought Katie spilling wine was the most heated this particular islander could get, think again. New arrival, Tina decided to choose Katie's partner Scott for a date. And let's just say Katie wasn't exactly over the moon about this. How is this gonna top the wine spillage, we hear you ask? Well, that's simple. By calling Tina the rudest word in the dictionary, and then pressing her bare buttocks against a window in full sight of her rival, of course. And all this after promising to keep her cool the day before. This is utterly unhinged, chaotic behaviour, and we're incredibly here for it.
Are you joking? You're stupid!
Golden television. Number 2, Amy rages at Curtis.
She is the girl which I kissed in the challenges.
So she's the islander you fancy the most?
Arguably the most quotable Love Island scene in history, Amy and Curtis seem destined for a long and happy relationship until the dreaded Casa Amor.
And then I said I'd recouple with her.
Fabulous.
Curtis's head was turned by Jordan, and though he didn't couple up with her, the damage was done. Amy unleashed her raw feelings onto Curtis, and it's here we're treated to the infamous line.
I was coming back here to tell you that I loved you.
Amy put it all on the line in her rage, admitting her strong feelings for him, while in utter disbelief that he would throw it all away like that. Curtis can offer little more than sheepishness and poor excuses in response.
I've made myself look like an utter... No, you've made me look an utter mug.
Not you.
It's gripping TV, but heartbreaking for Amy. Number 1, Anna versus Michael.
There's a lot of things that you've not seen that's gone down between me and Amber.
Like?
The arguments of all Love Island arguments. Michael had been relatively popular until this point, largely thanks to his relationship with villa favourite Amber.
That I can't speak to you like an adult. The fact that I can't speak to you like an adult.
I'm talking to you like an adult. I'm talking to you like an adult.
You're trying to speak to me like I'm a little boy, and the fact is that I'm really not.
But in one moment, he plummeted from heartthrob to island supervillain when he chose to dump Amber in favour of new girl Joanna. Anna was not having it, and she kicked off like no islander has ever kicked off before. But it's Michael's response that will live long in the memory of fans.
Who are you?
The same
it's
person
freaking me out.
Yeah.
You're freaking me out.
In branding the girls as childish in his thick Scouse accent, Michael inadvertently created the most notorious catchphrase the show has ever seen. He may have lost respect with his hissy fits, but he accidentally made TV history too.
Pathetic. I actually feel better than you. Pathetic.
Well done.
What a guy. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.